Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Phew, it's been a long day. It was an 11-hour day for me, including driving. Been a long day. Been a good day though. What is SHTF to you? You know, a lot of us throw that word around. Shit hits the fan, stuff hits the fan, whatever word you want to use. You know, for a lot of us, it has been job loss. It has also been a change in your housing situation. So what does it mean to you? And why? More to come. Okay, guys, now we're back, and exactly that, the question. What does it mean to you? Have you lost a job? Have you had a employment change, rather? Has something happened in your household to where you might need to carry someone else in, feed them, make them comfortable, and bring them, back to where they were? A lot of stuff is going on now. Black Rifle coffee. And things are happening, and you might want to check and see exactly what it means to you. Is it changing the economy? Could be. I know it has for us because things are so much more expensive than they were, regardless of what they tell you about the CPI, the Consumer Price Index. If you want to check and see how everything is going, look at what you paid last year for a can of beans, regular old can of beans, and look at it today. If it is not 50 cents more, I will eat your hat. How about that? That's an old phrase. Cost of fuel is not going down. Insurance, medical, homeowners, life insurance, all of those things are going up. Have you had a change in your status? More than likely you haven't. I caught the bee. But maybe it's something you need to think about. It is not all doom and gloom, zombies, and apocalypse, and all that stuff. For me and you, it could be something as simple as a job loss. Or you have a vehicle breakdown and it's going to cost $7,000 to repair it and bring it back up. That is your own personal SHTF. And it's not exotic. It's not high tech. It's not an EMP. It's just that life happens, and this is why we plan and we prepare and we set aside for these things. I was talking with someone today, and they said that their AC had picked this time, the heat pump rather, had decided to die. And that is a large portion of your home expense, the property, how much it costs. Maybe you get a leak in your roof. Maybe, like I was saying earlier, you have a problem with a vehicle. That is your own personal SHTF. And That don't make the news, but you still got to deal with it. What do? Well, hopefully you have planned and prepared and you've set aside X for these kind of events. It is problematic. I mean, it is not as exotic as all the other stuff that we see and we watch. Maybe it's related to a death in your household. God forbid. Maybe that's the B I caught. He is not happy. Maybe it's something along those lines. And you have to, kick and punt. All of these things are your own personal SHTF. And we're not talking about global economy. We're not talking about European problems or anything like that. We're talking about what happens with you, what happens with Darren, me, and what do I have to do to get myself, my household, my family out of that situation. This is why we plan and prepare. And no, nothing terrible is going on. So please, I don't want, thank you very much. I always love your prayers, but I don't need anything beyond that. This is the kind of thing that we plan and set aside and prepare for. What if X happens? Well, then we do this. And what if this happens? Well, then we do this. It is so much more than just having beans and rice set aside for when something happens. I got off work today, sitting here drinking a good cup of coffee, but there's always something that you need to do and set aside and plan and prepare for. It's just the way it is. So, having said all of that, think about what's going on around you. Take care of your people.